You have found yourself on another episode of Locked On Bulls. On today's episode, we're going to react to Jerry Reinsdorf saying he cares more about the Sox winning than the Bulls. We all knew that, didn't we? We're talking about all that and more on today's Locked On Bulls.
You are Locked On Bulls, your daily Chicago Bulls podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Thank you for tuning in to Locked On Bulls, member of the Locked On Podcast Network, where it's your team every single day. And I'm joined by two guests today, man. It's the first time we've ever had two guests on the show. I've been talking Bulls with these guys for 3 years, and I'm so happy to bring them on the show. First up, we got Bobby and C-Dub from the Kognac Boyz, the Shy Bulls podcast with the Kognac Boyz. How you fellas doing?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. Thank you for the opportunity to be up on this platform, bro. Appreciate it, big dog. Drip.
Happy to be here with my guy Drip. Y'all know how we've been rocking, but shout out to the Locked On Network as well.
Definitely, man. You guys already know where you can follow me. But today's episode is brought to you guys by FanDuel. Now through September 22nd, all FanDuel customers can bet $5 and get a 3-week free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Just visit FanDuel.com to get started. All right, with that said, let's get started, fellas, man. Jerry Reinsdorf, bro, like Jerry Reinsdorf really knows how to just turn a fan base against him. Like at this point, like I hate Jerry Reinsdorf. I always call him Emperor Palpatine. But this comes out from a report, man, that came out earlier today. This came from The Athletic, in which Jerry Reinsdorf was quoted as this. In a recent season, while addressing new employees, Reinsdorf was asked which matters more, the Bulls or the White Sox winning. Rather than answer diplomatically, Reinsdorf, without hesitation, said the White Sox. How do you guys feel about our owner, Jerry Reinsdorf? The question I have here, and this I'm going to throw this to you guys, because reportedly the Bulls couldn't move Drummond or DeMar or Caruso at the trade deadline because reportedly ownership had a mandate to make the play-in. If you don't care, let us bottom out. But how you guys feel about hearing this, man?
Look, Jerry Reinsdorf is from a different generation. You know what I'm saying? A generation that had baseball first, second and third, to tell you the truth. He only won it's only two World Series with the White Sox, I think, in all of history. I think 1906 and the recent one in 2006. I think so. Y'all correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. But when you look at the Bulls, I think he had a good helping of championships in glory in the Chicago Bulls organization. I do not think in recent memory, we know this. I don't want to say think. We know this. We had not had the success with the White Sox organization in the last half a century or since 1950 or something, whatever. It has not. I think as what he's trying to say, I want to see us be a good team because he's getting older, y'all. I don't want to finish that quote because he's getting older. He want to see his flag franchise. I would think that's his flag franchise in the White Sox win a World Series. We can keep waiting on that. And when it comes to him being the owner and him being in charge of making the basketball team great, like my man Drip just asked, I don't put none of that onus on Jerry Reinsdorf. He is a businessman to me. He lets the president of operations, the GM, AK and Emersley handle their business. He give them the limits of what they can spend, get them the limits of what they can do with the team. And he just go chill and count his money, man. He don't care what happened with the team, bro. He's the owner. He don't care.
Hey, that last part to your take, I'm gonna chime in on that part when you say that he's a businessman. He absolutely right. Haize, that's why he elected to go the White Sox route. Because guess what? The Bulls ain't been good in a long time. Guess what I've been buying for the last 3 years of podcasting? Bulls gear. So he's still gonna see the dollars. We still gonna go into the arenas of the UC. It's cozy in there during the winter. You might get a couple dunks out of Zach LaVine, a couple nice 3-point shooting outputtage from Kobe White or something like that. Some crazy dunks from Javon Carter and some action plays from Alex Caruso, who's no longer here. And with the White Sox, I can't tell you the last time I bought any White Sox gear. I always see when I look at the White Sox, empty seats. You want to know what's not empty? The seats at the United Center. So Jerry Reinsdorf, as the businessman that C-Dub just pointed out that he is, he's like, man, let me protect my dollar. That's all I take from it. He's trying to protect the dollar. You know that the White Sox stink. Big Kev don't even really want to do the podcast.
Don't say it.
Because they so bad.
He done lost like 3 co-hosts on that mug because they can't stick around because they bad.
They stink. So I understand when he says, hey, I want the White Sox to turn around before the Chicago Bulls, because the Bulls fans, we delusional. We still buy the merch and go to the games.
The thing I look at this and I say, for you to care, like the White Sox are absolute garbage, bro. We're talking about we're gonna have over 100 losses 2 years in a row, bro. Like, so like for you to care, so I don't care. Can you care about winning? At this point, I'm afraid of both franchises. Unfortunately, I grew into being a Sox and a Bulls fan. That's just how I was raised. Is how I was born. Can you care about winning more than anything? Like, I get it, you're a businessman, but you know what also comes when you win? Money. Yeah. That's what comes when you win.
Facts.
And hey, man, this is a steady stream of income. How long do you think the Bulls can go on without winning a championship and money be streaming in the way it is? I think it can go another 50 years
without winning a champion. All the Bulls got to do is make the playoffs. Like, that's unfortunately where we are.
That's it.
Like,
that's it, bro. Because
it's just where we. Because listen, thanks to Michael Jordan. This is the thing too. People come down on me about this, but I'm always going to say this. If we're going to talk about Michael Jordan and how he helped build the Chicago Bulls franchise, you need to mention Jerry Krause's name right up there with Michael Jordan, because he was somebody who cared so much about winning. He didn't care if he had to sell your mama and you would hate him for the rest of your life. If it got him wins, he would do it. That's what we're missing now in Chicago sports throughout the Bulls and the Sox. We don't have somebody who's running the team day to day, because Jerry Krause ran the day to day, who cares more about winning than anything else. That's what Jerry Krause cared about. As many people are like to complain about Krause tearing up the Bulls too early, and I get you. I feel you. I'm there with you. But we wouldn't even have what we had. Jerry Krause was the architect of building those championship teams.
Oh, okay. I feel that. Are you saying we need to get away from having ex-players and run these teams and build these teams on basically their heart and their basketball IQ, and get more to sharks like a Jerry Krause that's going to be straight line, straight to the point, businessman.
We need somebody who literally will look Lonzo Ball in his face and say, hey, you ain't played basketball in 3 years, bro. We love you. Thank you for the time that you did, but this career-ending injury exception, you got to get up out of here. Somebody that would literally look at Nikola Vucevic and be like, hey, we signed you because we thought you was actually going to be something. We got to get you up out of here, my boy. Like, that's what AK and Eversley care too much about the players they brought in here. You need somebody like Jerry Krause wasn't afraid to look at players and be like, hey, listen, BJ, you've done some great things for us. You were part of some runs. We got to retool. You got to get up out of here.
How about, you right, Trip, because he told Mike, we not signing Mike no more.
Exactly.
Like, what? How do you tell that player?
But that ended up being stupid. I think every person who runs anything, a business, a team, at some point you start being disconnected from what the product needs. I think at that point, Jerry Krause, by the end of that second three-peat, that's where he started wanting it to be about him again more than the team. But up until that point, it was all about winning. So
absolutely, I agree 100%.
I agree with that. For sure.
That's interesting, man. I gotta do some more research. Maybe we need to get away from the ex players. You know what I'm saying?
AK and the ex Bulls player, so they did get away from that.
I thought AK played ball. You know what I'm saying?
He played ball.
Yeah.
You mean just try out business?
I know Jerry Krause ain't play ball. He probably played the Penguin in Batman, but he
probably was the ball.
Hey, rest in peace, Jerry Krause, though.
Yeah, definitely rest in peace, Jerry Krause. But one thing, this is why the Bulls, and I'm just using this because C-Dub brought it up. One of the reasons why the Bulls will always be profitable and always make money no matter what. Do you know that there are only 5 symbols that are more identifiable worldwide than the Chicago Bulls bull?
Oh, can I try? Dallas, the Dallas Cowboys.
Just sports. I'm talking about symbols in life, in the world.
I'm not. Okay, go ahead. I'm not.
Cowboys got to be one of them, though.
Star of David.
Exactly. The cross, Batman, and Spider-Man, and the Chicago Bulls.
Wow.
And McDonald's. I forgot McDonald's. But other than that,
killer.
The Bulls are, as far as like go to a random town in Ethiopia, they know the Chicago Bulls logo.
That's crazy.
That is so interesting, bro.
Hey, that's why I don't even want them to change the logo.
Oh yeah, that's why they never will. They'll never change the logo.
It'll be
They may change like some small things on the face, because the logo has changed a little bit on the face over the years, but the actual logo will stay the same forever.
For sure, definitely respect that.
It'll be criminally irresponsible to change the logo.
A lot about the aura of Michael Jordan and what he was able to do.
He did that.
He did that.
He did.
But with that said, we're going to take a brief break, man. Next up, we're going to be talking about, we're going to play buy or sell with the guests here in Bobby and C-Dub. I'm not playing. I'm just going to be delivering the questions. But before we get into that, we got to get into the message from one of our sponsors, and that's Gametime. Been telling you guys a lot about Gametime, the best place to buy live tickets for any event, whether it's sports, concerts, theater, comedy, whatever. Gametime has it on their website. Gametime just launched a new feature as well called Gametime Picks that makes getting tickets for your favorite live events even easier. Gametime Picks filters out the fluff to show you incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. You know what else Gametime has? They have the panoramic view. So before you buy your seats, you can take a look at the full 360 view of what you're going to be able to see there when you're at the stadium. That helps you out. If you buy those tickets, you want to be stuck behind one of the beams. That's the worst thing that you can absolutely do. Gametime also has the best and most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. If you find tickets in the same seat and section for less, Gametime will credit you 110% of the difference. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code that's LOCKEDONNBA, LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off. Download Gametime today. What time is it? It's game time. That is hilarious. All right, fellas. I want to start. I said this is going to be kind of a reoccurring thing on the show during the off season. Buy or sell. But now I don't have to play it by myself. I got you guys. So I'm just going to throw it to you guys. You guys can tell me whether you buy or sell these Chicago Bulls topics and theories. We'll let you know. Zach LaVine ends the season in a Chicago Bulls uniform. Buy or sell?
I'm gonna buy it, especially if you listen to all the professional media outlets saying that there's no home for Zach LaVine. Nobody wants him on their team. He can't play the game of basketball. He might as well stay home and be great. That's all I'm saying.
I'm buying it, but can I keep my receipt? For real though, but I am buying it simply because I think that the Bulls right now, they have a history of overvaluing their players to the point to where they are barely able to strike when deals come through through the phone or through the lines or however it's going to come through. I think that AK and Mark Eversley, they are really, really focused on trying to mend this relationship with Zach LaVine, because if we being honest, Zach did want out and we was ready to push him away, but it's going to be tough to get him out the way now. And he might be here for some time, and we can keep it a buck. The team will be a lot better with him on the team if we being real. So I buy, but I'm gonna hold my receipt just in case that deal slide through.
All right, fair enough. Next one. Buy or sell, Modest Bucilis finishes the season top 3 in Rookie of the Year voting.
Buy. But I'm going to buy extra stocks. He will win the Rookie of the Year.
Oh.
Yes. That's all I got.
Wait, hold on. You can't just say that and leave that there. You got Modest Bucilis winning Rookie of the Year this year.
Okay. Y'all. Okay. If y'all watch Shy Bulls podcast, y'all do not know how I feel about Montes Buzelis. I think Montes Buzelis has all the intangibles and the talent and the skill set to be a superstar in this league in the future. I think you cannot contain the talent in preseason. He might not start the season. I think Patrick Williams will ultimately start, but the talent is just too great. This kid was slated to be the #1 pick 5 months before the draft. I don't know what happened, but if you look at Zachary, I'll take Montes. If you look at Alexar, I'll take Montes. Reed Shepard's a good player. There's some other good players in this rookie class. But I think Montes Buzelis is head and shoulders above all the rest of the rookies.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Jesus.
Ain't mad at you.
That's an adamant statement. I feel it. I feel it.
Hey, stand on business if you believe it. I ain't mad at you, dog. But I am gonna buy the stock that he's gonna finish top 3 within the rookie voting. Me, I think it's gonna depend a lot on Billy Donovan and how he addresses this. Because we know when Dalen Terry was a rookie, Dalen Terry was at the bottom of the list of rookies to play in minutes in games. So how does Billy Donovan address that? But I am with C-Dub on one thing. When it comes to the mentality of Montes Buzelis, I believe he ain't going to be sitting that long.
No.
Coming off the bench. Now, whether that's if we're going to have to wait the entire year and then go into it next season. But I think that there will be examples of him, and he's going to show why you should be giving this man some valuable minutes with this squad. So I'm about to stop.
All right.
That boy. That kid aggression is something else, dude. Something else.
Bet. Buy or sell. Josh Giddey finishes the season top 2 in most triple doubles. Keep in mind, let me add some color. He's been top 10 in triple doubles every year of his career, sharing the floor with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So he's still been top 10 every single year throughout 3 years so far. If that helps you guys, if you want to buy or sell that.
You look at the constant triple double players. You look at Jokic. You can look at Josh Giddey too. I'm gonna buy it. I think Josh Giddey is going to come into this season on a prove it type of attitude. And you're going to see a complete game from Josh Giddey. And his game without that pressure is already complete because he can do a bit about everything. You also seen him improve his jumper in the Olympics. If you watched him, he was shooting it pretty confidently. So I like it. I'm going to buy the stock in Josh Giddey. I'm going to buy it.
To finish top 2 in triple doubles, I'm selling it. I just think it's too many guys that's gonna be ahead of him. I got Joker ahead of him, Sabonis ahead of him, Luka ahead of him. Hell, I even got LeBron James over him in triple doubles. So I don't see him being in the top 2. But I still think that with the way that he plays, he's gonna have an opportunity to still be top 10 for sure.
So I mean, just to add this, players that did finish above Josh Giddey last season: James Harden, Scotty Barnes, LeBron James, Josh Hart, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, and Domantas Sabonis.
How many did Josh Giddey have, and how many did give me Giannis Antetokounmpo have?
So Josh Giddey finished last season with 3, and Giannis had 10.
Wow. Okay. Can I take my answer back?
So just for reference, the most triple doubles last season was Domantas Sabonis with 26. Nikola Jokic had 25.
Wow. Once again, can I have my answer back?
You bought it already, big dog. You press buy.
No receipt, so you got that, bro. You own that.
I got money to blow.
All right, bet. Next over under. Kobe White over or under 23 points per game. I'm sorry, buy or sell. Kobe White scores at least 23 points per game next season.
I'm gonna buy it. I think Kobe White has got a taste of clout, real clout. He improved his game tremendously. Should have won the most improved player last year. Tyrese was already improved. Kobe White, I think it'll be a right about there. He's just hungry. We're going to see. Kobe White, I buy that. 23 points per game, easy for Kobe White.
For sure. I think it's gonna be tough for Kobe White to eclipse that. Not so tough to how his game wouldn't translate into that, but I'm still gonna go ahead and buy the stock into it. I think that Zach LaVine, in my opinion, based off what I know and his usage and what I expect it to be, he's going to be the leading scorer. But I think the second guy behind him is going to be Kobe White for sure. Me personally, I had Kobe around 20 to 22 points, but I say, hey, let's go ahead and push a couple chips into the center of the table and bank on it. So I'm going to buy some stock on it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't really care. But if I'm right, hey, I profit a little bit. I profit just a little bit. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to go out there. This is a high risk trade. We're going to buy the stock.
Zach tried to fit into a Kobe White led team last year a little bit before he got hurt. I think he will try that and he'll get more shots. And I think Kobe White will end up being the leading scorer of the Chicago Bulls, if y'all can dig that, bro.
For sure.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm still
Last one
against
before
that.
we go into the last segment for today. This is going to be segue into that. Buy or sell, Nikola Vucevic leaves the Chicago Bulls and center starts next season.
Sell. I sell it. I sell it on a clearance rack. I might well give it away. I don't even get it. Ain't no way that Nick Vooch should have the most starts on this team. He shouldn't have one start on the Chicago Bulls team. He doesn't fit our template of our team. Right now, we are a young, up and down the floor running team. He does not fit. He does not run. He doesn't play defense. He doesn't finish. Oh, damn. We're not ready for that right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Lead the Chicago Bulls and start. I'm about to stop. I think, and the reason I'm buying the stock is because I believe that Billy Donovan, he is that type of guy that leans on his veterans a lot from what we've seen. I know what Mark Eversley has said. I know that Mark Eversley has said it's not about Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic anymore, but he ain't the coach. And the coach seems to do what the coach wants to do. And a lot of the times we've seen it since he's been here. It's a lot of questionable things. We talk about the things on the court. We talk about certain players not receiving time, even while they're going and have a good rhythm in the game. For a prime example, before I end, a few years ago, Drummond to start the game off strong. He's sitting for the second half. Here comes DJJ. DJJ starts the game off strong. Here comes Andre Drummond in the second half. So Billy Donovan is a confusing fella, and I believe he's gonna lean on Nikola Vucevic a lot more than said Jalen Smith. However, I do hope that he gives Jalen Smith a great opportunity to earn that job. That's how I want to put that.
It's supposed to be a competition.
I hope so.
We'll see. We'll talk about that a little bit in the next segment where we're going to keep talking about Nikola Vucevic. But before I get into that, I got to get into a message from another one of our sponsors. This time, it's FanDuel. All right, everydayers, listen, man, we've been telling you guys about FanDuel for a long time. It is America's #1 sports book. And with the NFL, basketball is about to start. WNBA playoffs are about to start. Heck, the MLB playoffs are about to start. There's a lot of sports going on right now, and FanDuel is the #1 sports book in America. But we got something a little different for you. Now through September 22nd, all FanDuel customers can bet $5 and get a 3-week free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. So then with your YouTube TV base plan, you'll be able to watch every regular season Sunday afternoon out-of-market game. All you need is a Google account and a current form of payment, and you can cancel at any time. Listen, I don't know if y'all quite understand, because a lot of you armchair quarterbacks that don't even watch a lot of football. You just look at box scores, and you try to talk about the game like you watched it. This is your opportunity to actually put some watching behind those armchair stats. You guys like to throw out 3 weeks of NFL Sunday Ticket is an amazing deal. I can't stress that enough. Just visit FanDuel.com to download America's #1 sportsbook. Again, that's FanDuel.com to download America's #1 sportsbook. Go and get your 3 weeks free of NFL Sunday Ticket. All right. Before we end this show, C-Dub, man, my boy has all throughout the offseason, done everything in his power. The power of the Black Panther has been stripped away because C-Dub has been trying to find a new starting center for the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls didn't go out and get it. They didn't draft Khalil Ware. They didn't sign any of the free agents that C-Dub, my boy, talked about over at the Shy Bulls podcast, but they did sign a Jalen Smith, who reportedly was told that he was going to be given a chance to win the starting center role. So I'm going to throw this over to you, C-Dub. Hey, why do you hate Nikola Vucevic, and what's going on with Vooch for the 2024-25 season?
Okay. First off, I want to say I don't hate Nick Vooch as a person. This is only on the basketball floor.
Yeah, of course.
Nick Vooch is a 17 and an 11. You can mark it up, mark it down, write it down. Each and every game, he's going to get you that. But what does he don't get you? Defense. The area of the basketball game that is mostly needed to win games is defense. Everybody can play off. He's slow foot. He can't protect the paint. I dare anybody to if they remember 50 blocks from Nick Vooch his entire tenure in Chicago Bulls uniform. You can't. Nick Vooch, listen to his plus minus last year. This is going to be crazy. Y'all want to hear it? Negative 181. What? He is awful. We're trying to run. Wait, let me be real. He is not awful on the offensive end. He can get you 17 and 11. But the defensive side is so bad, he makes the offense look, it's worth nothing. I think his rebounds are worthless. I think they don't account for nothing. If you really need a rebound when you're in the game, he won't get it. He actually sinks when he gets competition. Like, have he ever played a good game against Joel Embiid? Has he ever played a good game against the Joker? This guy he shot 29% from 3-point range last season. That's a drop from 33% the previous year. It's just time for Nick Vooch to move on. Maybe he can go to a team that's competing right now, but for this certain team in our situation with the young talent coming in, Jalen Smith is the obvious choice, and I don't even want him on my bench. Get somebody else in here because he's too spicy. He going to be rolling his eyes, putting his hands on his hips, and just talking all through the game like, I'll be in there. I would have hit that shot. I can just see Vooch now. I can't stand him on a basketball court, bro. I can't. Can't, bro. 17-11, man.
Yeah, I feel him. But I said that Nikola Vucevic should be one of the players that come off the bench. I'm gonna stick by that simply because I believe he can give you something. I just think that with the expectation or with the belief that we're moving more into the youth movement and leaning on that, I think Nikola Vucevic could still be a big help. That's why I'm ready for him to move on. However, C-Dub, just prepare yourself. Billy Donovan loves this guy. So I believe Billy Donovan is going to give him ample opportunity to go out there and be a part of this Chicago Bulls team. I do believe that Billy Donovan is going to value his passing ability. Whether you believe it is great or not, it's still solid. You know what I'm saying? We'll give him that. And then there's going to be other things offensively that I believe that Billy Donovan is going to lean into. And I believe he's going to disregard what happens on the defensive end.
A negative 181 never helped you on a basketball team ever. When you talk about Billy Donovan,
I would say this though, C-Dub, just to fight back against your point. And I disagree with you.
Okay.
Would you like Walker Kessler on this team?
Yes.
That means his plus minus is worse.
His plus minus is negative 149. It's still better than Vooch, but it's negative 149.
And I would attest that is basically due to his offensive side of the ball. I would contest
That's how plus
that.
minus works.
How does it work? I don't know how it works. I just see negative 181. Negative mean bad.
He said it's simple. Negative mean you're bad.
Am I wrong?
Oh my God, that is hilarious. That is actually really funny. That is actually hilarious.
Is it? I just think Billy Donovan and the rest of the front office, hey man, they got to put the pedal to the metal. They got to get this thing together or heads are going to start rolling and they going to be out of a job, all three. So they can't play around and have this old man with these young guys, bro. They can't play around if they want to keep their job. Come on, man.
Man, we want to thank you guys for tuning in, man. Bobby Dub, man, tell them where they can follow you at, brother.
Man, y'all can hit us up on Shy Bulls Podcast. If y'all Bears fans, Chicago Bears Central, the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. Hey, if you into live calls, check us out. We got the best one in the business down below.
Oh, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, big guy.
Look at him trying to be humble.
Hey, this is Nick Vooch's vertical. It's a car match.
What?
That's his vertical right there.
Can he clear it?
I don't think he can clear it, Drip. Do you think he can clear it, big dog?
What? And you know, Vooch has that monster dunk once every season where then he thrusts on people after he slams on. It's the weirdest
Right.
thing.
and,
It's the
and his
weirdest
back hurt right after.
That is hilarious,
My
man.
bad.
Thank you guys for checking this out, man. You guys can follow us at Locked On Bulls, man. You can follow me personally at CEO Haize, man. Thank you for tuning in to Locked On Bulls and making us your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related and making us your first listen every day. Now, for your second listen, you can go and check out Locked On NBA, where the Locked On analysts are breaking down all the NBA news, even in the offseason. Make sure you guys go and check them out as well. But that's it for Locked On Bulls. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, y'all.